Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you feeling like all is dark and you do not know what direction to head in? Are you looking for a North Star? Well, we have got you covered. Welcome to the launch of the North Star Speakers Collective. I'm Melanie Marshall, and I am joined by cognitive neuroscientist Dr. Heather Collins, leadership expert Kim Meninger, and corporate survivalist Ivonne Furneaux. Ladies, how are you?
Fabulous.
Great.
Yes, it's exciting that we're actually doing this. We're bringing this into the world. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Absolutely. The world needs us, and here we are.
And here we are. So this was the idea. We believe very much that there is so much chaos out there in the world. People are looking for a way through. People are looking to find clarity in their businesses, in their lives, in their paths. And we have unique and complementary perspectives that we want to offer as speakers, as consultants, as coaches. You can get us as a package deal. You can get us on our own, but we are here to be the Charlie's Angels, leading you forward. And that is something we're really excited to be bringing forward today. I have to say, Kim, this was your idea. What made you come up with this?
Well, as you said, we are navigating a time of great turbulence and chaos. And personally, I would just rather do that with all of you than do it on my own. And so when I was thinking about who I wanted to do this with, I handpicked each of you because I feel so personally connected to you. I absolutely love your energy. I love everything about our chemistry, and also because you have messages that are so resonant with what we're experiencing in the world today.
That is really lovely. And I think it also speaks to what I know about you, which is that you are so strategic. You are definitely our quiet general. Like if this was the A team, you are Hannibal. And that you really look at these problems and say, okay, how are we going to meet this? What are the different elements that we need to address this? And I'm really grateful that we're here. Ivonne, you have so much experience leading corporations through dark times. I sometimes call her the angel of death, but you're a corporate survivalist. Why is this such an important problem for corporations right now?
Yeah, I mean, as Kim mentioned, it just feels like a really turbulent time right now. I feel like people feel like this turmoil and uncertainty personally in their careers. Companies are experiencing all this economic uncertainty, what's going to happen with the economy. There's a lot of layoffs happening right now. There's the advent of AI, and there's just a lot of uncertainty about how to move forward individually, collectively, as organizations. And, I feel like the time is really important right now for us to think about how do we bring some clarity and connection into the chaos. It's more important now than ever, because no matter what happens between AI and all these other technological advances, human connection is still going to be at the center of what moves businesses forward. And I think it's important for us to be there to remind folks of that and to remind folks of how to do that, and also to help individuals understand how they can navigate through all of that uncertainty themselves.
Thank you. I think you bring up such an important point, which is that, humans are going to be working for companies no matter what, and humans are leading companies. And they need to have a sense of that they can do this and how. Absolutely. And I know you've got the proof. You've got the proof in the pudding, as the Brits would say, about that.
There's a lot of pudding.
There's a lot of pudding. There's a lot of pudding that needs eating and sorting, and we're here for it. And it's, speaking of pudding, how about some brain pudding? Dr. Heather. Delicious brain pudding. You are our cognitive neuroscientist. You study how to make better brains on an individual and a systemic level. We're doing this with the Massachusetts Conference for Women to start. It strikes me that women are particularly overloaded right now. Now, that might be a bias, but what are you seeing, and how do you hope this approach can address that?
Yeah, I believe this is correct. Women are extremely overloaded right now. And as Ivonne was talking about, there's a larger culture of chaos happening, and we're seeing that hard right now. It's December 1st, we're leaning into December. And while many people think this is a holiday season and a time to be joyous, there are end of the year woes, and that leads right into January, which is kickoff season. And we know that this stress amplifies throughout this period of December into January. And women in particular are feeling this. They're not only responsible for what's happening in their professional lives, but their personal lives also. And they're often responsible for what's happening with the family during this chaotic and turbulent time. And what that can do is cause a lot of stress, a lot of cortisol to be released in your body. It kind of shuts down your prefrontal cortex. And that means you're not able to think clearly. And we're here to bring you prefrontal cortex power. We're here to turn that chaos into clarity.
Amygdala relief. Look, I got a brain part in too. That's the one that gets amplified for me, particularly at this time of year. I was getting my dog's picture with Santa taken yesterday, and I felt very stressed. Yeah, I love the idea that we're trying to find a way that you can take back power over yourself and over your ability to think and make decisions. And that, if you're the person who is trying to decide that for your company, people who are more engaged, who have more agency, and who have more control over their emotions and their minds, those are better employees. You're going to get better results. That's just a fact. So, yeah.
Mel, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What inspired you to want to be part of this collective?
Well, I'm a very curious person. My
No.
oh, so nosy. My background is in conflict zones and disaster zones, but my message is that what I saw in those places has taught me how to move through dark times and to move with resilience and move with courage. And I loved the idea that we could help more people. We could have bigger impact. There is such a need, and people, I think, often dismiss what they're going through or what their company is going through. They'll be like, oh yeah, but it's not as bad as so-and-so. And it's like, no, what you are going through is valid. And there are ways to get through it. There are ways to get moving. And I see the greater, like the bigger impact, if the more we can get companies, leaders, and teams moving, the better things are going to be in society. And I want that. I want good. At the end of the day, I want people to feel hopeful and engaged. And being with you three ladies feels good and hopeful and engaged for me. Like, it's fun. I'm looking forward to being at this conference, which is it's our first trip out into the world, not our last, but it is a huge one. There are thousands or tens of thousands?
10,000 approximately. Yeah.
Yeah. Great organizations, great women, great thought leaders. And it is a chance to be there and to help and to get to know people. So I'm curious, let's do a lightning round. What are you most looking forward to from this conference? Ivonne.
Oh my gosh. I am most looking forward to spending time with the three of you and really solidifying our collective and our sisterhood. That is the most exciting part to me, and finally bringing ourselves as a collective to the world.
I love that. I love that. Dr. Heather?
I am looking forward to finding out what kind of magic is going to happen when we're all together in one room in person, talking with people who we can make a big difference for.
Yeah. What about you, Kim?
Yeah, all of that and bringing it to the masses. It's such a fantastic opportunity to be around women who are experiencing exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, we are ready. Listen, we have to go and pack. Time is running short, so we have to go and pack. We have to get ready. We got to pack up our wheel of chaos. Come, we're bringing it to you, but we're bringing you the wheel of chaos, and we're bringing you some clarity. And we are the North Star Speaker Collective, and really grateful to be with you. Drop your comments, likes, questions down below. We'll answer as many as we can, and we look forward to seeing some of you in Boston. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.